Thanks, Natalie. A few weeks ago, previous medical reporter Aditya met with Pennsylvania State Representative Michael Schlossberg to discuss a bill he has in legislation focused on mental health in high schools. Let's see what he has to say about this bill.
Are proposing a behavioral health screening pilot program that would give money to school districts that created a behavioral health screening program so that they could better determine where mental illness exists within their schools. Own showed that that's where those screenings can be most impactful. It's also typically where you see more issues related to mental health start to appear. Again, that's not in an ideal world, you do it at all grade levels, but if we have limited funds, we want to target them where they're going to get the maximum impact. And I think that's where we thought that's where we could get it. One of the things I think that states need to do is create the general guidelines and then let school districts take it from there. Each school district can decide what questionnaire works best for them. However, what they do use has to be approved by the Department of Education in order to qualify for the funding. The way that we wrote the bill is the screeners have to meet minimum criteria in order to be able to potentially detect anxiety or depression specifically. I think there's something else in there, and I don't remember off the top of my head.
No worries.
But again, the thing about these screeners is they shouldn't be confused as diagnostic. So they could say that somebody has an elevated risk or shows signs of, but they're not going to necessarily be able to make a diagnosis. The goal of these screeners is to inform parents and school districts that a kid might have a problem, make a determination, and then inform them of available resources. This legislation is the floor. It's not a ceiling. So it sets minimum standards if a school district wants to qualify for the funding. But from there, they can do whatever they want that's, legal and appropriate.
Any concerns with this bill, even if it does get approved? Any concerns?
It's never enough. Like, that's the biggest issue. And frankly, the challenges are my greatest fear is a kid gets identified as having a problem and then can't get access to the help they need for 1,000 other reasons.
The bill is set to be voted on in the House of Representatives in the next few weeks. But in the meantime, if you or anyone else you know is affected by a mental health condition, please do not hesitate to reach out and seek help. You are not alone. For Pitt to the Point, I'm medical reporter Noah Dan. Michelle, Grace?